certain points during the R&D music, you can hear kind of like these beeps and boops, like there's computers around, and just like, where are the computers? Where's the technologically advanced technology that's creating all those noises? Well, it's just another one of the atmospheric wonders of Great Kirkhope. I love singing his praises, and I can't stop doing it. The guy's a musical genius, in my opinion. Hey, paisanos! This is ToonGamer23, and welcome back to Let's Play Donkey Kong 64! So, in the last part, Chunky got to take on the Toyminator, as I like to call him, which was basically just a giant monster made up of a bunch of building blocks and dominoes, and even a die for a head. And Diddy got to do some testing with punching codes, opening doors, and letting those toys have it. Now that leaves one for Lanky. Alright, so let's transition from DK to the orangutan in overalls. Okay, here comes one of my favorites. Those of you who've played this game before know what's about to happen. After a classic 76 trombone symphony, Lanky opens his door. Okay. And here we go. Another balloon to burst. Okay, hold still. Okay, so yeah, apparently grape skin pop balloons. Sure, whatever. Okay, so we got a musical keyboard here for Lanky. Alright, prepare yourself for a gaseous symphony. Oh my god, belching Kremlings. Okay, so yeah, repeat the music. Repeat the belching. Okay, so CBC. Okay, as a kid, needless to say, this was hysterical. Unfortunately, there's one note that they never played, F, and I just gotta go ahead and play this. This is gonna cause me to start over, but I just have to play this note, because it has the most deepest, hilarious belch of them all. Observe! I know they never play that note, but it is just so hysterical how deep-throated it is. That one seriously came from the gut. That one seriously came from the deepest pits of the bowels. Just... Okay, so let's get back to it. Okay. B flat belch. Okay, and C minor gas, I guess. Okay, I know that sounds super juvenile and childish to still think belches are hilarious, but okay, come on. Even to this day, this concept still makes me giggle. Just okay, so yeah. Okay, so follow along. Okay, so C B C D E. Alright. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do. Okay. Oh, yeah. Even to this day, I still remember the code by memory. But then again, when you have a symphony of belching crocodiles, I'm pretty sure you would remember that for life. So, yeah. Alright. Okay. Oh, good lord. Never gets in. Okay, D. E. C. And A. Acapella belching. Okay, so. Okay. Beautiful. Alright, so, wonderful banana reward for a musical symphony of belching. Okay, so yeah, the burping chorus of crocodiles. A Kremling chorus of cacophonous gas. Okay, so yeah, I had to play that F note because they don't play it, and unfortunately, there's no longer... Okay, so yeah, this was seriously a cool toy if they ever got the go-ahead from the factory to mass-produce these things. I'm pretty sure that they would sell spectacularly well for the time they were made, for the time this thing was made in. I mean, basically, gassy humor is basically like bottom of the barrel humor, but come on, even to this day, I still kind of have a soft spot if it's done in creative ways. I mean, it's kind of the same with fart jokes. You gotta be creative with it, otherwise it just comes off as just childish and juvenile. Okay, well, so we had DK a little bit ago, so let's go back to him. Okay, so I think that'll do it for the R&D, for at least as far as golden bananas go. So, there was that one hut right down where Diddy got to do beaver bother in the last part, which is something I'd much rather forget about. But sadly, that's not going to be the only instance of beaver bother. No, sir. There's going to be some more intense beaver bother nonsense later on. But DK goes down, Geronimo. Okay, so... Alright, you feel coconutty, punk? Alright. In we go. High voltage into no admittance hut. So yeah, for authorized personnel. Ow. Great. Keep blabbing and I keep forgetting to just learn to just keep my mouth shut and just do what I want to do. Okay. Alright, wonderful. Banana metal ahoy. Alright. So we got here another lever, but not just any lever. Seems to be a lever for a very special part of the factory. Yeah, it's just an educated hunch for those of you who haven't played it, but obviously I know what's about to happen. Okay, DK, pull the lever! Okay. Okay, alright. And that activates this TV screen. Online, checking, starting, auto production. Alright. Now that lever is pulled, the factory comes to life. Alright. So the production floor is alive and grinding and churning away. With lots of deliveries and even, wow, an off-limits area. Okay, so. Okay, give it here. Okay, well earned. Okay. So with that, I'll activate the machinery for the production floor, so we can get our goodies for the bottommost floor of the factory. And I think that's pretty much the main area where we can get our goodies now, so let me double check. Okay, well, obviously we still need to go back for the infamous arcade game, Banana, but I'll save that for the very last one. Okay, so Diddy still has his blueprint to find, but I'm but I think I remember there being a red kasplat back in the production floor. Okay, so Lanky got his, and Tiny has basically has everything but one banana. Okay, so Chunky still has a couple more. Alright, so I think let's do it. Okay, so alright, DK still needs to get his blueprints. And I think there's something on the production floor that's still needs to be discovered. But for now, let's just try to go back to Snides for one more banana. May as well just deliver a handful of blueprints to him. Okay, so like you can get these. Alright, so can't believe I didn't remember that from the R&D floor. Okay, and so instant shortcuts. Okay, so yeah, you got denied, Robo Scum. Find some other ape to stalk. Okay. Yeah, so Lanky. Okay, Lanky has his blueprints. Okay, so let's see, Lanky. Okay, so Lanky and Chunky have theirs, but I think we'll just save Chunky's for later. Little by little, that gets the job done. Okay, so that's what we need. Blah blah blah. Give Lanky your precious golds, box boy. Alright, the finger! You know, honestly, I think they missed a a golden opportunity, for lack of better terms, to make that finger gold. As in a reference to James Bond's gold finger. I don't know, it's just another silly thought. But, come on, with the kind of James Bond-esque music playing, that's just too much of a golden opportunity missed. Well, I guess that's true. There's copyright, so they obviously don't want that to get into hot water with copyright infringement issues. So, I guess that's a good point there. Either that, or they just figured an ordinary finger would suffice. Alrighty, so 3 golden bananas. That'll do it for this part. It was basically Lanky and DK's time to shine. So yeah, Lanky got some fun with his musical gassy keyboard with a bunch of belching Kremlings popping out of barrels. You just... Only the geniuses at Rare could create such a silly idea and actually make it work. And DK started up the production floor, so we'll begin exploring the factory, the heavy-duty floor of the factory itself in the next part. So thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, and if you would leave a comment and or like, that would be most appreciated. Until next time on Donkey Kong 64, this is ToonGamer23, signing out. You know, if they made toys in the size of those decoy oranges, I'm pretty sure Lanky would be able to juggle up to not just 4, but also 8 different things at once. Just a silly thought, but I mean, if they had small versions of, let's see, those little dice men, and let's see, where is he? Where are the dominoes? Well, anyway, if they had, smaller versions of those guys, you'd pretty much be able to juggle a lot of things at once. If he definitely had to juggle, excuse you! Like, it basically juggle their lives to death. If it pits them off enough.